Hello everyone. We are going to discuss here a new topic, that is issue of shares as purchase consideration. We were discussing about in the last class issue of shares for consideration other than cash. We can include this topic also as part of issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Because here at the time of issue of shares, we will not get any return in cash. Instead of that, we are getting some other benefits. So when we issue shares as purchase consideration, we are not getting benefits in cash, but we are getting some other benefits. So in order to understand what are those benefits, we have to first understand that what is purchase consideration. So issue of shares for purchase consideration. Issue of shares as purchase consideration. What do you mean by issue of shares as purchase consideration? Issue of shares for purchase of something. Purchase consideration means consideration given at the time of purchase of something. It can be purchase of asset or even purchase of business also. So let us see, here we are going to discuss issue of shares at the time of purchase of a business. At the time when we purchase a business, we have to give purchase consideration. That means for the purchase of business, we have to give some consideration or return. As part of the return for the purchase of business, we are issuing here some shares. Shares are issuing as the return for purchase of business. So while purchasing a business, what will be the journal entry? That's what we have to see first. For example, at the time when we purchase a business, we will get some assets of the business, as well as we have to settle some liabilities of the business. So we have to write the journal entry for adjusting those assets and liabilities at the time of purchase of business. That is the first journal entry. Okay, so we can write like this. We can write a specimen of such a journal entry for purchase of business. That means on purchase of a business, we will write the journal entry as assets debtor. Assets we will write one by one. It can be plant and machinery, land and building, then furniture, then debtors, stock, cash, all the things we will write like this. Then below that we will write two liabilities. That means all the outside liabilities will be written. All the outside liabilities means the liabilities which we have to pay to outsiders. Liabilities that business organization has to pay to outsiders. So all the liabilities will be written. Then after that we will write purchase consideration. Purchase consideration will be given to that business. So suppose this is the business which is X Limited. This business is called X Limited. So we have to pay purchase consideration to that business. Okay. So we will write that value of purchase consideration that given in the name of that business. That means to this business we have to pay money. Okay. Suppose the total assets of the business comes around 2 lakh. Total assets of the business comes around 2 lakh. And the liabilities, the total liabilities of the business is coming around 1,40,000. 1,40,000. Okay. Then what we are giving to the business, that means the total amount which we are giving to the business as a purchase consideration, that is around 1 lakh we are giving. Suppose 1 lakh is the money which we are giving for the business. That means from the assets we are settling the liabilities. After that After settling the liability, we are giving 1 lakh extra. Okay. 2 lakh value of assets we are taking from the business and settling 1 lakh 40,000 of value of liability. And after settling the liability, we are giving 1 lakh rupees to the business. So here, if we analyze the journal entry, there is a difference in debit and credit. How much is the difference? There is a limit difference of 40,000. That 40,000 we will write here. That means 40,000 we are giving extra than the value of the business. The value of the business is difference between assets and liabilities. But if we consider the difference between assets and liabilities and there is some extra money we are giving, that means here we are getting 2,40,000, here it is 2 lakh only. So some extra value we are giving to the business. So why we are giving that extra money? That may be because of the value of goodwill or the reputation of the business. So we can write here, that difference we will write here, goodwill account. That means that this is the balancing figure of that journal entry. Okay, is it clear? So this is the value of goodwill of the business or the reputation earned by the business. So we have studied at the time when we are studying about partnership, we have discussed that goodwill is valued according to accounting standard 26. There we have valued goodwill according to accounting standard 26 and told that goodwill will be written in the books of account only if it is purchased. Isn't it? This is an example of purchased goodwill. Goodwill of that particular business we purchased. Okay. Then sometimes suppose this goodwill is not written and here we are giving, that means purchase consideration we are giving around 20,000 we are giving, suppose 20,000 we are giving. Then here it is, the difference is 1,60,000 and 2 lakh. What is the difference? Okay, here 40,000 we have got, this 40,000 we are giving, writing here. So what is that? This 40,000 is the difference between debit and credit. Debit and credit. Okay, so that 40,000 came shortage in the liability side. That means the business had this much asset. Okay, and we settled this much liability and paid 20,000 rupees. So that is not even equal to the total assets of the business. Okay, so here we have got some profit. That profit we will transfer to capital reserve. Okay, so we will write here capital reserve. Okay, understood? So this is the profit we earned by the purchase of some assets and liabilities of the business, or we can consider this is the profit we earned by the purchase of assets. So this is the balancing figure. Okay, now you understood that how we are purchasing a business and how we can make the journal entry. Then this is the purchase consideration given to X Limited. So instead of giving this amount in cash, what we are doing? We are issuing shares. So what can be the journal entry for that? That is what we are going to see here. So X Limited, the money paid to X Limited will be issued in the form of share capital. So we will write X Limited debtor. That means this is for paying the purchase consideration. X Limited debtor, how much? 20,000 we are giving. How we are giving? In the form of shares. So we will write here to, suppose if it is equity shares, we will write equity share capital. Okay, how much? 20,000. So we can write being shares, that means equity shares issued for purchase consideration. Or we can write equity shares of rupees 10 each issued, that means 2,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each issued for purchase consideration. So this is all about issue of shares for consideration or issue of shares for purchase consideration. Okay. Now we are going to see the next example. Here we are issuing, or here we are discussing an example. Let us consider a business. We can name it as Roshni Limited. Roshni Limited. We are purchasing the business of Roshni Limited. For purchasing the Roshni Limited, we have calculated a purchase consideration, that is of rupees 2,50,000. Purchase consideration 2,50,000. This is the purchase consideration. And it is decided to give, out of this 2,50,000, it is decided to give rupees 2,20,000. 2,20,000 as equity shares at the rate of rupees 10. 2,20,000 is decided to pay at the rate of as shares at the rate of rupees 10% or 10 rupees each. And what is the difference? Total purchase consideration 2,50,000, and out of that 2,20,000 will be given in the form of equity shares of rupees 10 each. So the difference is 30,000. So the difference, that means the 30,000 rupees will be given in the form of bank overdraft. Okay, bank overdraft or in the form of, or otherwise, sorry, not in the form of bank OD, it is bank DD. Demand draft, in the form of, it will be given in the form of demand draft, not OD, it is demand draft. OD is entirely different thing. Okay, so here these are the details regarding payment of purchase consideration. The purchase consideration is calculated as rupees 2,50,000, and out of that 2,20,000 will be given by issuing shares of rupees 10 each. Equity shares will be issued, and the value of each share will be 10 rupees, and the remaining 30,000 rupees will be given in the form of a demand draft. Okay. Now we have valued the assets and liabilities. The assets are valued like this: plant and machinery, rupees 90,000. Plant and machinery rupees 90,000. Then like that, building also we valued, that also 90,000 rupees. Okay. Then sundry debtors we valued as 30,000 rupees. Then stock we valued 50,000 rupees. Then apart from that, some cash was there. It is valued, or cash was there for rupees 20,000. And there was a liability, sundry creditors. Sundry creditors was there. That also was rupees 20,000. So these are the details of assets and liabilities. Plant and machinery, how much? 90,000. Building 90,000. Then sundry debtors 30,000, stock 50,000, cash 20,000, and there was sundry creditors. What is the value of sundry creditors? 20,000. Okay, so these are the details of assets and liabilities with us. That means these are the value of assets and liabilities of Roshni Limited. So by considering these assets and liabilities, we are purchasing Roshni Limited by paying 2,50,000, and that 2,50,000 will be paid in the form of some equity shares and the remaining in bank. That means demand draft. Okay. So let us write the journal entries. First journal entry, what we will write? For the purchase of asset or purchase of Roshni Limited, we will write the journal entry as all the assets that are, then to liabilities, then to purchase consideration. So let's just write all the assets first. So plant and machinery. Plant and machinery debtor, how much? 90,000. Building debtor, again 90,000. Then sundry debtors, debtor, how much? 30,000. Stock debtor, how much? 50,000. Then cash debtor, 20,000. Cash debtor 20,000 to sundry creditors. Sundry creditors, how much? 20,000. And purchase consideration is given. While we giving the purchase consideration, to whom it is given, that will be written. That means Roshni Limited. How much? 2,50,000. So total of credit comes as 2,50,000. Let us see the total of debit. Two lakh 80,000 is coming here. Here it is 2,70,000. Isn't it? Debit comes total of 2,80,000. Here it is 2,70,000. So which side is less? Credit side is less. So what we will write here? This is the profit on purchase. That will be transferred to capital reserve. Capital reserve. This is the balancing figure. Okay. This BF means balancing figure. So that balancing figure is 10,000. That means the 10,000 is the profit on purchase of this business. We can write here being the business of Roshni Limited is purchased. Okay. Then the second journal entry, the payment of purchase consideration. For the payment of purchase consideration. To whom it is giving? Roshni Limited. So Roshni Limited debtor how much? 2,50,000 is giving. That is in the form of equity shares. We will write equity share capital. Equity share capital how much? 2,20,000. Then remaining bank demand draft. So we will write here bank how much? 30,000. Being payment of purchase consideration. Okay. So this is the journal entry for writing purchase consideration when all the assets and liabilities are together given. Okay. So like this, one more example we will discuss. Okay. One more example we can discuss. Next example. Here we are purchasing the business of P Limited. P Limited, business of P Limited is purchased. So here the value of total assets is found out or valued as 15 lakh rupees. 15 lakh rupees. You can write total assets are valued at rupees 15 lakh. And the total liabilities valued at rupees 13 lakh or 13 lakh, or let us not 13 lakh, let it be 3 lakh rupees. Okay, total assets valued as 15 lakh and the total liabilities of the business is valued as 3 lakh. 3 lakh is the value of liabilities. Okay, and this business we are purchasing by giving a purchase consideration of, we are giving a purchase consideration of rupees 13 lakh 68,500. 13 lakh 68,500. Out of this 13 lakh 68,500, rupees 25,500, rupees 25,500 we are paying in the form of a promissory note. Okay, rupees 25,500 will be paid in the form of a promissory note. Promissory note. And the remaining amount, whatever is the remaining amount, that will be paid in the form of equity shares. Balance will be paid in the form of equity shares. In the form of equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 25, or we can write premium of 25%. That also will be rupees 25 only. Okay. So this is the way of paying purchase consideration. Total assets 15 lakh, total liabilities 3 lakh, and the purchase consideration is 13 lakh 68,500. And out of that 25,500 will be given in the form of a promissory note, and the remaining will be given by issuing equity shares of rupees 100 each at a premium of rupees 25. Okay, so that is the situation here, example here. So with that we are going to prepare, or we are going to write the journal entries. Okay, what will be the first journal entry here? What will be the first journal entry? Assets are given. We can write here, if total assets are given, we can write the journal entry as sundry assets. Sundry assets that are how much? 15 lakh. 15 lakh. Then liabilities are given. So we will write here to sundry liabilities. Sundry liabilities, how much? 3 lakh is given. And we have to give purchase consideration. So purchase consideration will be given to P Limited. We will write here P Limited. What is this? This is purchase consideration. This is for understanding the writing. How much? 13 lakh 68,500. 500. 13,68,500. So here 3 lakh is the value of liabilities. 3 lakh, 3 lakh, 6 lakh only, 16 lakh only. Let it be little more amount here in sundry liabilities because a considerable difference will come. So let it make here 5 lakh instead of 3 lakh. Sundry liability, let it be 5 lakh. Then here it will be 5 lakh rupees. So total how much is getting? 18,68,500. 18,68,500. What is the difference here? Yes, the difference is 3,68,500. What it means? This asset was 15 lakh only, but we paid 18,68,500. That means 3,68,500 rupees paid extra. That extra money paid for the business over and above the difference between assets and liabilities is called the goodwill, isn't it? So that difference we will adjust as goodwill. Goodwill debtor. This is the balancing figure. Okay. Goodwill debtor 3,68,500. Okay. We can write the narration being the business of P Limited purchased. Now let us write the last journal entry. What it is? These assets are purchased, and for that we have to pay the purchase consideration. Okay, we have to pay purchase consideration, and purchase consideration will be paid in the form of shares and promissory notes, isn't it? So we can write here P Limited debtor. P Limited debtor, how much we are paying? 13,68,500. That is there here. Okay, that is paid in the form of promissory note. Promissory note, if we pay promissory note, we will write here bills payable. Promissory note is also equal to bill. We have studied it, what is purchase consideration, what is promissory note, and what is bills payable. So trade bills and promissory note, everything we have studied in the previous classes. Okay, so when writing the journal entry, we can write here this also as promissory note, also can be written as bills payable. So we will write here bills payable. Bills payable, how much is the amount we are paying as bills payable? 25,500. To bills payable to 25,500. And difference is issued or paid in the form of equity share capital. So we will write here equity share capital, and that also at a premium of 25%. So we can write here securities premium reserve. Securities premium reserve. What is the total amount here? 13,68,500. Out of that, how much is paid? 25,500 is paid. So remaining is 13,43,000 is the remaining amount. 13,68,500 minus 25,500. So remaining how much? 13,43,000. So this amount is including 25% premium. 25% premium. That means this is 125. Isn't it? If this is 125, what will be 100? That is the face value, no? This amount is including premium. So what will be face value? So that face value only we can write here. So we will get the face value as 74,400. Okay, 10,74,400. Then here, securities premium reserve, how to calculate? 13,43,000 into 25 divided by 125. We are going to wind up. Okay, so this is the last portion. 13,43,000 is the amount. Okay, that is including premium. That means 125. Then what is the amount of premium? How much? We will get how much? 2,68,600. 2,68,600. Clear? Okay, now, so equity share capital, we have to find out the face value, because this amount of purchase consideration, that is the difference between total purchase consideration and bills payable. That difference comes as 13,43,000, that is including premium. Now we have to find out the face value. So if it is 125, what is 100? That is face value. If it is 125, what is 25? That is the securities premium reserve. Okay, now, so this is all about issue of shares as purchase consideration. So today we have discussed how to journalize the transactions, or how to journalize the transactions of issue of shares as purchase consideration. Okay, you can refer same type of problems from your reference books and make the concept clear. Okay, I hope all of you understood this, isn't it?